makes sense. All right.
All right, now here's the problem. Here's how am I going to get in this?
Go that. Oh, I was gonna say that way might be easier.
Ah, we do it this way. Don't laugh at me.
Suck it in. Oh, that's too much.
Ready? Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Well, if you happen to be outside tonight, it is, well, for lack of a better term, horrible outside. Gusting winds, bitter cold, rain and snow expected. But if you're inside the nice, warm Jack Manley Wellness and Athletics Center here on the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County, you are in for a treat because we are live for the first home basketball games of the 2024 semester as CCBC Catonsville takes on Arundel Community College in this, the women's basketball semester home opener. Hello, folks. This is the big man on the mic, Isaac Donsky, ready to bring you all the action tonight, joined by my buddy Bradley on camera. And we have got a pretty intriguing matchup tonight, a doubleheader as Catonsville takes on Arundel Community College. Now we'll start with what everybody wants to know about these Cardinals, who are off to the best start they have had, quite frankly, since I've been working here at this campus and as far back as we can remember. Cardinals are 10-3 on the season. They're coming off a kind of an upsetting loss against Montgomery College, but to be completely fair, Montgomery is a tough team, and they played them very tough. And this Cardinals team is built on their defense. Of all their wins this season, all 10, they have held their opponents to under 60 points. 9 of the 10, excuse me. One win was due to a technicality, an eligibility issue. That was the season opener against Harcum. That was initially a loss but was overturned. But more on that later. This Cardinals team, all 9 of their 10 wins, have held their opponent to under 60 points. They lead the league in defensive rebounds. They lead the league in steals. They are one of the toughest teams to score on all season. Just give you some numbers they have held their opponents to: a 36, 25, 40. They regularly are holding their opponents to that number. It is tough to score on these Cardinals, particularly thanks to the big player in the middle, Jocelyn Fogel, number 21, the sophomore forward, who is a rebounding machine and leading the way for the Cardinals offensively so far this year, have been the 2 Baltimore Polytech transfers, Tania Robinson and Deja Towns. So look for them tonight to add an impact for the Cardinals on offense. Now, their opponent tonight, Arundel Community College, the Riverhawks. It has been a tough start to the season for Arundel. They currently sit 1-8, second to last in conference play. Catonsville, by the way, currently leading the conference. The Riverhawks are coming off a loss to Northern Virginia Community College in the midst of a 2-game losing streak. They got their first win of the season back in early December against Butler County, but have not been able to get one since. This season has been a rough one for them as they have regularly found themselves on the losing side of one-sided affairs. So for Arundel, their focus tonight is going to try and limit this Cardinals defense, but it is very difficult to do that, as we have seen all season long. On another note, it's great to be back behind the mic. I know I've missed a couple of games recently. This is wonderful to actually be back here and give you guys some commentary for once instead of just the camera. We're going to hope it stays that way the rest of the season. With that being said, we're going to take a short break, be right back to give you the starting lineups and coaches for each squad. This is Cardinals and Riverhawks live on the Cardinals Network. We'll be right back.
No.
No, they go on and just the two announcers, they'll start like harmonizing and singing some song before.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. Yeah. Don't ask me to do that. Hot Mic Club is brought to you by CCBC Catonsville. Cardinals women's basketball on the Cardinal Network is brought to you by the Community College of Baltimore County, CCBC. See what you can be. We've got our starters and coaches ready to go. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, beginning with the visitors, the Riverhawks of Arundel Community College. Starting at guard will be a sophomore from Crofton, Maryland, graduate of South River High School, number 10, Layla Townsend. Starting at forward, a freshman from Severn, Maryland, homeschooler, number 12, Holly Wall. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Glen Burnie, Maryland, graduate of Cherished Moments School, number 21, Bianca Guerin. Starting at forward, a freshman from Severn, Maryland, graduate of Arundel High School, number 23, Ayana Gorham. And starting at center, a freshman from Queenstown, Maryland, graduate of Kent Island High School, number 24, Serene Miles. The Riverhawks are led by head coach Lionel McKell and assistant coach Jade Perry. Once again, the Riverhawks of Anne Arundel Community College. Now here's the starting lineup for your CCBC Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball team. Starting at guard will be a sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Baltimore Polytech, number 4, Tania Robinson. Starting at forward, a freshman from Owings Mills, Maryland, graduate of Owings Mills High School, number 5, Serafina Stubbs. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Owings Mills, Maryland, graduate of Newtown High School, number 10, Maya Franklin. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Columbia, Maryland, graduate of Hammond High School, number 21, Jocelyn Fogel. And starting at guard, a sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Chesapeake High School, number 32, Kayla Cabbagestock. The Cardinals are led by head coach Stretch Brandon and assistant coaches Andre Eiffel, Centeria Renwicks, Jimmy Thomas, and Jasmine Jacobs. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your CCBC Catonsville Cardinals women's basketball team. Well, we've got just about 6 minutes to go before the start of this one. We're going to take one last break, and when we come back, it'll be the start of the 2024 semester as the Cardinals take on the Riverhawks. That's coming up on the Cardinal Network. Every so often it does these weird things where it like switches off. It's weird.
Okay.
So they like working like what's on the screen for the Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's going to be a tight squeeze.
Yeah, it's a tight fit.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Make it work. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Like an auto like You're good.
all right, so pretty simple. Running the clock, start, stop. Just every whistle, stop the clock. Simple as that. If you need to reset the clock at any point, you can type in where it's at. Hit set. Okay. Score. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, is that? Hit update anytime you update the score. So that will update. So I go to hit update. Yeah. I got all that set up now. Only thing you gotta worry about is this.
Test 1, 2, test 1, 2.
Okay. So really I just gotta worry about
Score and time.
Okay.
And that's really simple. Just keep focused. You should do good. It's fairly easy-ish.
Hopefully I don't mess it up. So any whistle just hit stop.
Also, just make sure the screen doesn't turn off. Because if it does, it'll disconnect from the Wi-Fi and automatically attach. So this has to stay on the same Wi-Fi as the camera.
Right.
Because if it disconnects, for whatever reason, everything just falls apart. So it'll automatically connect to the school Wi-Fi. So you got to keep it on. So just keep the screen on. I usually set up full screen mode. issues. And yeah, pretty simple. That frees up me to actually like laser focused on what's happening. I will at some points I will ask you to open the stat sheet. Don't worry about that now. You'll find that later. That's just to track to see what everyone's doing.
I'm doing bad.
You're gonna be fine, man. It's really easy. I've only met one person who couldn't do it.
Damn.
You haven't shown up in a while. You're getting called out.
They barely have any.
We don't either.
Really? You don't have that many players either?
That's our roster.
That's it? Oh. And there's the guy right there.
Yeah.
Looking like Seville.
Hey, we don't need a big roster to win. 10-3 leading the
I know that
conference.
record. I'm like, when I saw that the
We'll
other
lead the
day, I was like, what?
Best team in the conference.
Men's as well, right?
They lost 5 out of 6, so they're kind of
conference play?
not in conference play. Overall, they're okay.
Oh, okay.
In conference play, I think we're okay. I think we're doing pretty good.
That's good.
I know overall we're leading the conference, but in conference play we're 1-1. So. I'll probably have you up there here. Women's is easy because it's really slow paced, and with the way our defense plays, like they're not going to score a lot. Hopefully, knock on wood. But careful. I already broke one of my laptops here. We do the we keep the bare minimum, and that's just so.
What about the men's? What about the men's?
Men's is more fast paced, but women's is a good warm up.
Good. We're young, very young. We're trying to pitching is where our experience is, and that's where it looks pretty good. The young guys are pretty good as well. It's just a matter of them getting comfortable and stuff like that. So, like there's a lot of good talent for how many freshmen are, but it's kind of like they're getting their roots, getting used to Coach Blue and stuff. Yeah, that's always the goal right there.
We kind of were able to at least a little bit last year. Just a little bit. We got there. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn over the mic to the voice of the Cardinals, Mr. Richard Keller, for today's opening announcements.
at guard number 21, Bianca Guerin. Starting at forward number 23, Mayana Gorham. And starting at guard number 24, Sayri Miles. The assistant coach for Anne Arundel is Jay Perry, and the head coach is Lionel Magle. Please welcome the visitors from Anne Arundel. Now for homestanding Catonsville, starting at guard number 4, Tanita Robinson. Starting at forward number 5, Seraphina Stubbs. Starting at guard number 10, Maya Franklin. Starting at forward number 21, Jocelyn Fogel. And starting at guard number 32, Kayla Kavichstock. The assistant coaches for Catonsville, Andre Eichel, Centura Renwicks, Jasmine Jacobs and James Thomas, and the head coach is Morris Stretch Brandon. Please welcome homestanding Catonsville. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask everyone who is able to please rise. We ask our gentlemen here present to please remove your caps. Please direct your attention to the flag to the right of the seating area to the left of the scores table as we honor all of our veterans, all of those serving our nation both at home and abroad, all of those who have given their lives in defense of our liberty and freedom, and we honor America this afternoon as we present with pride our national anthem.
We're all set to get underway here with our first home game of the new semester, first home game of the 2024 calendar year. Anne Arundel will be wearing teal with white numbers, blue trim, and blue shorts. Excuse me, just blue trim. Cardinals will be wearing their home whites with red numbers and black trim. One quick pregame note to notice is that Deja Towns, the Cardinals' usual center, will not be starting tonight's game, but she is on the sideline, so hopefully we will get to see her tonight. It'll be Kavichstock and Gorham at center court for the tip-off. So, Cardinals 10-3, Riverhawks 1-8. Should be an interesting matchup here tonight. See if the Cardinals' defensive dominance can continue, or can Anne Arundel pull off an upset. Here we go. The 2024 portion of this season is underway, and Anne Arundel will win the tip. Townsend, covered by Stubbs, gets it inside to Wall. Wall trying to go back to Townsend. Town double-teamed by Stubbs, and there's a steal by Robinson and a foul. Foul was on number 21, Bianca Guerin, her first, as we're back underway. Here's Robinson directing traffic, as Mersch is a scoring leader for the Cardinals, but was held to a season-low 4 points last week, as it's a missed three there by Franklin. Robinson with the rebound. Robinson held to just 4 points last on Wednesday against Montgomery County. Kavichstock tries a floater, won't go. Wall with the rebound. Last Wednesday, of course, was a season low in scoring for the Cardinals. They're hoping to break that trend today. They have been one of the higher scoring teams in the conference. Wall, nice pass there to Guerin, who tries for three. Bounce, won't go. Franklin with the rebound. It's a tough one. Oh, and they're going to get her for a traveling violation. And there is my least favorite rule in all of basketball, that when a player falls to the ground and they still have the ball, it's counted as a travel. Really shouldn't be a rule. You can't really control that. Inbounds pass will go to Gorham. Gorham puts it up and scores, and Arundel will strike first. Cardinals need to respond here. Here's Cabbage Stalk. Fires to Robinson. Robinson tries to go for three off the rim. Grabs her own rebound. Got a little help from Stubbs there, who redirected it in her direction. Now Robinson trying to call out a play. We'll flip it to Franklin. Franklin finds Cabbage Stalk. Cabbage Stalk pushes into the paint, puts it up. Won't go. Rebound fought for. Still fought for. Somebody grab it. Goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it's Anne Arundel ball. Pause. And this will be Miles carrying up court. Miles finds Wall inside. Wall double teamed. Gets it back to Miles, stripped out of her hands, and a foul called, and I think that's going to be on red 5, Serafina Stubbs. No, it's going to be on Fogel, my mistake. She was in the vicinity. And that'll be the first shooting foul of the night, so this will send Serene Miles to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first. 3-0 Riverhawks. And she'll make both. So Anne Arundel, they've already doubled their number of points they scored in the first quarter from last year. More on that in a bit. As Robinson, heavily covered by Townsend, finds Cabbage Stalk. Franklin for three. Got it! Buckets. Maya Franklin, sharp shooting from the corner. Lays in the first points of the night for the Cardinals. Anne Arundel looking for a response. Last year in the first quarter, Anne Arundel was outscored 20-2 by the Cardinals. That was a masterclass on defense. This year they've already doubled that points total in the first quarter already. Here's Wall, inside to Towns. Towns guarded by Fogel, puts it up, won't go. Rebound taken by Robinson. Here comes Tania, tiptoeing along the sideline. Tania double-teamed, finds Fogel. Fogel pushing up, puts it up, and lays it in and gives the Cardinals the lead. Jocelyn Fogel, untouchable in the paint as always. Anne Arundel needs a response here, and that is not what they wanted, as Wall unable to keep that ball from going out of bounds. And right here is where you're going to start to see the Cardinals' defensive strategy come into play. Not on this possession, obviously, they're on offense, but you'll start to see it with how they just are able to perfectly capitalize on mistakes. Here's Robinson for a deep 2, sinks it. Yep, they'll count it for 2. Tania Robinson. Watch out for her. She was averaging 20 points a game at the start of the season. Kind of slowed down a bit in production, but is still a threat at any time, any place on the court. Gorham with a shot won't go. Wall, nice rebound. Might have gotten away with a travel there as Miles slams that 3, ties it up at 7. Didn't realize at first that was a 3. Looked for like a 2 from where I was standing. For where we're sitting, excuse me. Robinson, deep 3. Bounce, won't go. Rebound taken by Gorham, and Cabbage Stalk knocks it loose. Stubbs tries to handle it, goes out of bounds, and I think it's going to be Catonsville ball. Okay. I think they're going to say that Gorham was the last to touch it. Cabbage Stalk quick on the inbounds pass, gets it to Robinson. Robinson for 3, sinks it! And that got a nice response from the members of our men's team in attendance tonight. Their game coming up after this, folks, as they take on the Riverhawks. That's going to be a crucial one. Cardinals 4th in the region, Riverhawks 6th in the region. Big showdown between two teams vying for playoff positioning at a crucial point in the season. Guerin puts up 1 from behind the back and is fouled, and that should send her to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Stubbs. As checking into the Cardinals for the first time today, is Deja Towns, Cardinal center out of Baltimore Polytech. Also plays forward as well, listed as forward on the roster. Guerin hits her first, and Anna Arundel makes it a 2-point game, 10-8. If you're a fan of low-scoring basketball, this is the type of game for you. Catonsville likes to play these games very close to the chest. You're not going to see a flurry of scoring, but you're going to see a lot of great defensive plays. Guerin will make both 1-point game. Here's Towns' first action. Towns trying to go coast to coast, dips it out to her teammate, and is called for a charge as Gorham hit the court.
Player control foul on Catonsville, number 12, Deja Towns, her first team's third.
So Anna Arundel now trying to respond. We got about halfway to go in this first quarter. Here's Wall trying to get inside to Gorham. Gorham breaking out of a double team, finds Miles. Miles caught for a travel there. Nice defensive play by Fogel to box her in, kind of forced her to travel. Cardinals coming back now, up 10-9 with 5 minutes to go in the first. Gabachstock trying to go coast to coast and finishes. KC, big bucket there. Good to see her back after she missed a couple games at the end of last semester. Here's Townsend trying to go up, stolen away by Franklin. She has it stolen away by Wall. Anna Arundel with another chance. Franklin with redemption, another steal. How about that by Maya Franklin? She hits Towns. Towns puts it up and lays it in. What a play by Maya Franklin and Deja Towns. Beautiful play there, beautiful defensive work by Maya Franklin. I'm telling you, it's the Nike headband. The Nike headband is doing the magic. Miles inside, stolen by Fogel. That's another steal. Can Fogel go the distance? Will she finish? Yes! Cardinals have opened up a run here. They lead now 16-9. Scoring on back-to-back turnovers. Wall pushing in for Anna Arundel, puts it up, won't go. Townsend rebound, won't go. Out of bounds, and Robinson got a hand on it. It's going to Anna Arundel, and here comes the first sub of the day. Entering the game for the Riverhawks, number 32, Mia Keene, freshman guard out of Edgewater, Maryland, graduate of South River High School. Inbounds pass to Gorham, puts it up and scores. And the Riverhawks stem the bleeding there. Just under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Cardinals coming back. They've started to open up a run. They lead by 5. Robinson in the corner. Drives, puts it up. Bounce, won't go. KC rebound, puts it up, won't go. Her own rebound, and she lays it in. Nice second chance basket there by Kayla Cabbagestock. 3.5 to go. Townsend, guarded by Franklin, slips past her, runs into a wall. That would be Deja Towns. As there's a foul, as Guerin hit the deck while trying to charge through. Foul is on Deja Towns. That's her second, team's fourth already. Cardinals got to be careful here. Don't want to get into foul trouble this early in the contest. As an adjustment being made here to the shot clock. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Anna Arundel. Inbounds pass goes to Gorham. Gorham, nice pass there by Wall. And unfortunately, the reason it was so nice is because Wall had a foot out of bounds when it was done. That's going the other way. 3 minutes to go. Cabbagestock finds Robinson trying to get it inside to Fogel. Little fumble there. Fogel gets it back to Robinson. Robinson into Towns. That was a risky pass, but Towns will not connect on that one. Gorham with the rebound finds Wall. Wall inside to Guerin. Guerin puts it up, won't go. Franklin with the rebound. Hands off to Towns. It's where the Cardinals are best. Ooh, bad pass there by Towns. She's got to scramble to get back, tries to block it. Gorham is able to complete the steal and score. As timeout is taken on the court, it's going to be a full timeout by Catonsville. At this moment, folks, want to do a little bit of self-promotion. If you're interested in the inner workings of CCBC Catonsville Athletics and want to get to know your favorite players and coaches more, we've got just a show for you. Coming back from hiatus, it's Red and Black Live, formerly Inside the Nest. First episode should be dropping next week. Your favorite podcast, hosted by yours truly, goes in-depth with every sport at CCBC Catonsville, featuring interviews with players and coaches, recaps of games, and even a little bit of some predictions for what the season could hold. Knock on wood, obviously. That's the Red and Black Live. That's coming out next week. You can find it on the Cardinals Network on YouTube, along with our official webpage. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 18-13, Cardinals lead. Back underway we go. On the floor for the Cards, it's KC, Towns, Franklin, Fogel, and Robinson. Here is Robinson, leading scorer for the Cardinals. Finds Franklin. Franklin was on the line. Sinks that one. They're going to call that a deep 2. But that's Maya Franklin showing off that shooting ability, which makes her such a lethal force for this Cardinals team. You're not going to see like 20-point games from Franklin, but when she shoots, she's normally accurate. And speaking of accuracy, there's a big 3 there from Guerin. Franklin, very accurate shooter. Got to watch out for her if you're Anne Arundel. Robinson steps up, tries to go up. Nice block there. I think that was Guerin who got a hand on it, and it's going Anne Arundel's way. Riverhawks keeping this one close, 20-16. Cardinals only lead by 4. It is early, though. And already Riverhawks doing a lot better than they did last year when they were down 20-2 at the end of the first. I remember that game. That was one of the most spectacular feats I've ever seen as Wall. Here's Miles for 3. Won't go. KC with the rebound. KC finds Robinson. Looking for an option. Robinson puts up a jumper. Won't go. Rebound taken by Miles. Miles, deep pass taken by Cabotstock, but she collides with Robinson. They keep it alive, dish it out to Towns. That could have been a disaster. Nice pass to Fogel. Fogel swishes and finishes. That was a wild sequence with a minute to go in the first. So KC with the interception, runs into Robinson. Robinson quick thinking to avoid a travel, dishes it out to Towns. Towns with a nifty pass, gets it to Fogel, and Fogel with the finish. Now Anne Arundel trying to respond. Try to get it inside to Gorham. Gorham trying to push around Towns. Her shot goes off the bottom of the board, and it's taken by KC. KC, Robinson for 3. Off the rim. Towns punches it up. It almost went in. From our vantage point, it looked like it almost went in. Towns kind of just punched it up into the air. If that had gone in, well. And Arundel ball, obviously. And we'll see if the Riverhawks let these final seconds of this first quarter tick away, or they're going to try and score. They got 10 to do so. Miles finds Wall. Wall inside, gets it to Keene. And Keene accidentally knocks it out of bounds. So with 4 seconds to go, Cardinals will have a chance here. Is it too early for theatrics? Do we want to see an attempt at a full court shot? I'd say it's too early. Let's save that for if we're up big. Cardinals only leading by 6 right now. KC deep pass into Robinson. Got to get a shot off. Robinson puts it up. Won't go. And that'll end the first. 22-16, Cardinals lead. We got a fun one here at the Jack, folks. We'll take a short break. Be right back with the first quarter statistics.
Does it say second on yours? Try to say second now? Yes. I got 22-16. 10 minutes, yep.
At the end of the first quarter, here's where we're looking for the Cardinals. Jocelyn Fogel leading the way with 6 points. Perfect 3 for 3 from field goal range. Tania Robinson leads the way with rebounds with 3, tied with KC. Leading his sister is KC with 2. Meanwhile, for Anne Arundel, Ayana Gorham leads the way with 6 points. Leading rebounder has also been Gorham with 2. No assists recorded so far for the Riverhawks. And with that, we'll head back to the action as we get ready to start the second quarter. I want to give a big shout out to Cardinals baseball star Nick Sturgio, who's joining us up here on the booth today, running our overlay systems. Cardinals baseball starting pretty soon. I think they kick off their action in February with their annual trip down to Florida. It's going to be a fun season. Last year, the Cardinals got all the way to the Region 20 championship game. Painful loss to arch rival Frederick. We're going to get it back this year. We're going to get it back. And remember, all those games can be seen live on the Cardinals Network with yours truly behind the mic, hopefully. In case somebody schedules softball at the same time, and then I'm sorry, Nick, but softball was the first sport I ever covered when I started getting into sports broadcasting. So I have my priorities are kind of on one, but we'll see. No offense. Second quarter underway here. Cardinals seeing if they can extend their lead. They lead by 6. Here's Franklin, risky pass. Franklin jumper took a lap around the rim and in. Maya Franklin heating up nicely. Gia Robinson getting some rest here at the start of the second quarter. She's on the bench. Serafina Stubbs is checked in. We also got a new player in for Arundel. That's number 11, Angelina Botempo, freshman guard out of Odenton, Maryland, graduate of Arundel High School. On the floor for the Riverhawks will be Botempo, Gorham, Miles, Guerin, and Wall. Meanwhile, it's Franklin, Towns, Casey, Fogel, and Stubbs for the Cards. Here's Wall, double teamed. Finds Botempo, puts up a shot. Towns got a hand on it and knocked it out of bounds. Just barely got a hand on it, too. It kind of took a lazy parabola up before coming down. Nice block there by Deja Towns. Guerin, right off the inbounds pass, she's fouled by Fogel as she goes up to shoot with 4 seconds of the shot clock. That should send Bianca Guerin to the line. Guerin is one of 2 returning sophomores for the Cardinals, for the Riverhawks, the other being Layla Townsend, as she misses her first. Got a very nice crowd out here today for the Cardinals, filling up nicely. We've actually had to extend our bleachers this year to have them cover the full length of the gym, thanks to an uptick in attendance with both teams with winning records. Really nice to see. We hope that continues. Guerin will make her second, 24-18 to score. KC into Stubbs. Stubbs puts up a shot. Got it. And keep your eyes peeled on Red 5, folks, because once she starts to heat up, you cannot stop her. She has emerged as one of the bright gems discovered amongst our freshman players this year. That's Serafina Stubbs, number 5. Got to be careful with her. Great on defense. Last week, led the Cards in rebounds. Speaking of defense, KC getting physical there with Guerin to break up that play. Rules out of bounds. Possession will stick with Anne Arundel. And you got to watch out for Stubbs. Out of the 3 freshman players on the Cardinals, she has gotten the most playing time this season and has made the most of it. Hopefully we get to see the other 2 freshmen tonight, that being Cindy Velasquez and Nia McCray. Inbounds pass is tipped away by Gorham herself. Casey's got it, finds Stubbs. Stubbs kicks out to Franklin. Franklin, 3, off the rim, rebound taken by Fogel. Fogel puts it up, second chance, got it. Franklin and Fogel have had a nice connection tonight. That one going to Wall. I think they were trying to get it to Botempo, but Wall scoops in. Gorham slicing through traffic, puts up a shot. That was a tough one. She completed it. Very nice. Coming the other way, here's Towns. Towns finds KC. Fighting, putting it up, and is fouled. Tough physical play there from Kayla Cabbagestock. That's what she does best. Cardinals are getting ready to send in a sub. That's going to be Robinson. Robinson's going to come in for Franklin, give the sharpshooter some rest. Townsend's going to come in to replace Gorham. 28-20 the score. We're also going to get another freshman in for the Cardinals. That is forward Cindy Pastora Velasquez, freshman out of Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Digital Harbor High School. She's going to come into the game to get her first minutes of the contest, replacing Fogel. So the Cards giving a couple of their sophomores a break here as Kayla Cabbagestock knocks down her first, makes it 29-20. Cardinals lead by 9, largest lead of the night, and hopefully that grows, knock on wood. Casey will miss her second. Velasquez, fighting to try and get the rebound, will go to the Riverhawks. I gotta say, folks, it is wonderful with our new broadcast location. Originally, we were doing these broadcasts from down on the ground level. We moved up to the top of the bleachers. Much better view up here, although it's kind of tight to get in, and more on that later. Townsend finds Miles. Miles now pushing in with an open lane, got swiped at and finishes. It's an and one there for Sari Miles.
Catonsville foul number 12.
That was Deja Towns who took a swipe at her. She tried to get through that open lane. Mia Keene re-enters the game to replace Angelina Botempo. And Jocelyn Vogel will check back into the contest to replace Deja Towns. So Sari Miles to the line to shoot one. Try and make this a 6-point game. It's Anne Arundel keeping it a little too close for comfort, and she will.
Miles completes the three-point play.
29-23. Nice shot there, as we have a... There we go. We had a little scoreboard discretion there. Robinson hits that, 31-23. 31. Apologies for that pause there, folks. We got a...
Kaylee.
Apologies for that there, folks. We had a slight issue with the scoreboard. Had to get the right score up there. 31-23 is the score with 7 minutes to go. Robinson off the steal. Nice pass to Stubbs. Wide open. Shot up. Got it. And folks, you know as this season goes on, with Stubbs wearing a red 5, you know I'm going to start making some Star Wars jokes. You just know. They're sitting there for me to use. Gorin for 3. Got it. Excuse me, that was Bianca Guerin. Guerin's been hitting those so far. Left the net a little screwed up. Velasquez puts up a jumper off the rim. Rebound taken by Wall. Wall going the other way. Velasquez takes a tumble. Townsend pushing through, gets it back to Guerin for 3 again. Wow. Bianca Guerin, back-to-back threes, makes it 33-29. And the Cards are going to take a full timeout. They're going to need that one as Bianca Guerin is starting to heat up. Cardinals need to find a way to cool her down. Now, folks, you may notice some tables over in the corner. They got a youth futsal tournament going on this weekend, second weekend in a row. I actually worked the one last weekend. It was a lot of fun. Won't be able to do it this weekend, but that was last weekend. So if you're going to see people in the background who appear to be setting things up, that is what's going on, and we hope everybody who's coming out tomorrow stays safe. It is supposed to be nasty tomorrow as winter storms tear through Maryland. Should start to get some of that tonight. Hopefully we don't have a power outage in the middle of the game. I've seen stranger things before. Back to the action we go. KC with possession. Gets it to Robinson for 3, won't go. Rebound taken by Guerin, who's starting to take this game over. Guerin looking for an option. He's going to have to back up here. Dangerous pass inside to Gorham. Gorham dicey through traffic. What a move. No, basket does not count. Traveling violation as Gorham goes down hard. I got a big reaction off the bench from the coach. Things you pick up on as a commentator, folks. Sometimes, you notice stuff that doesn't get caught on camera. It's your job to relay it. We've got 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter before the half. Remember one of my first broadcasts here at Catonsville, sewage truck almost drove onto the field to the middle of a soccer game. That was a fun one. Robinson, nice pass out here to Red 5. Stubbs looking for an opening, gets it to Velasquez, back to Robinson. Robinson pushes up, jumper, won't go, scrum for the ball. Out of bounds, possession to the Cardinals. Gorham was the last to touch it. One of my favorite sayings here, there's a scrum for the ball every time there's a big collection of bodies just coming together. Inbounds pass will go to Robinson. That was a deep one by KC. Now Robinson has to size up her opponent, flips it out to KC. KC pushing up, hits Vogel. Vogel, jumper, up, won't go, rebound, Velasquez, and she's going to be fouled. Nice job by Cindy Velasquez to draw that foul. I think she got hit in the face. And I believe the foul is going to be on Gorham. No, that was on Sayri Miles. Excuse me, number 4, number 24. Velasquez for 2. Misses the first. Remains 33-29. The second. Won't go. That one came close. Gorham with the rebound. Deep pass down to Guerin. Guerin fighting her way for the basket. Won't go. Robinson grabs the rebound. Robinson covered by Townsend. Fires off a pass right to the arms of Gorham. It's what we call in the business an arm punt. Robinson makes up for it, though. She intercepts that pass. Goes out of bounds. Possession to Arundel. And they're going to send Maya Franklin in to replace Velasquez. Inbounds pass goes to Townsend. Townsend to Wall. Wall to Guerin. Guerin trying to get around Stubbs. Kicks out to Miles. Miles for 3. Won't go. Fogel will just let it roll out of bounds. Wise decision there. Going back the other way for the Cards. Stubbs. Long 2, won't go. So we've entered a bit of a scoring drought right here for both teams. Townsend looking for openings. Finds Miles. Miles cutting in, and a foul called.
Catonsville foul number 5, Serafina Stubbs.
Foul is on Stubbs. That's her second, team's third. That's going to send Cerie Miles to the line to shoot 2. Meanwhile, over on the bench, Cindy Velasquez getting her wrist checked out by our athletic trainer, the wonderful Miss Abby Miller. Hopefully nothing serious there. In and out there for Miles. She'll miss, remains 33-29. 4-point game. Make it a 3-point game. Here's Miles. Up. Got it. 33-30. Riverhawks making this one a little too close for our comfort. Here's Robinson. Dicey through traffic, nearly loses it. Franklin picks it up and shoots and hits it. Maya Franklin from deep downtown, 36-30. That's what the Cardinals needed. 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. As there's a steal by Fogel, that slips right past Gorham. Fogel trying to go coast to coast. Thinks better of it, backs up, finds Robinson to set up the play. Robinson, Franklin, deep 2. Maya Franklin off the glass. The headband is heating up, ladies and gentlemen. Maya Franklin with back-to-back huge shots to put the Cardinals up by 8. Fogel wasn't even expecting that one. She kind of got a steal by accident there as the pass bounced off her shoulder. Robinson to finish. She's fouled by Wall. That's the first of the night for Holly Wall, team's third, and that's going to send Robinson to the line to shoot 2. Got her first 9-point game.
Robinson makes the first, shoots 1 more.
Second one won't go, remains a 9-point game. Anna Arundel on the response. Red 5 comes screaming out of nowhere for the steal. Stubbs trying to finish it off, puts it up and is fouled. No, they're going to count that as a charge on Stubbs. Good attempt, though. I like the aggression out of Serafina Stubbs tonight. KC trying to go for the steal. Miles puts it up. Won't go, grabs her own rebound, second chance. That one was a little tease, eventually gets in, 39-32. 3 minutes to go. Remember, folks, coming up at halftime, Cardinals trivia. If you're in attendance, you can win your very own Cardinals shirt by answering a trivia question we're going to post on our Instagram story. Robinson puts up a shot, won't go, out of bounds. Possession to the Riverhawks. Cardinals trivia coming up at halftime of every home game. You got to be in attendance to participate, so this is kind of your this is kind of our way of saying, get your butts down to the jack. I know it's cold outside, but it's nice and warm in here, as Anne Arundel's going to take a timeout. 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go until the half. (39-32). Gotta say, very impressed so far with how Anne Arundel has played tonight. This is a team that coming into this game 1-8, but they've played well in most of their contests. They've had a couple one-sided shellackings we mentioned earlier in our little intro spiel, but they managed to keep it in for most of their games, and of course they got that big win over Butler, and this is a very young team. They've only got 2 returning sophomores from last year's team, that being Townsend and Guerin, having to work with a mostly freshman lineup, and they have made the most of it, especially considering how undersized they are. Anne Arundel has no players over 6 feet. That size difference has not gotten in the way of their play tonight. That's very noticeable there. Cardinals, meanwhile, wishing they probably have a little higher of a lead right now. Cardinals are used to dominating their opponents defensively, but tonight Anne Arundel's kind of figured them out. All right, out of the timeout, on the floor for the Cardinals, it's going to be Robinson, Stubbs, Franklin, Fogel, and KC. So almost all sophomore lineup with the exception of Stubbs. Here's Townsend trying to get it to Gorham. Stubbs breaks up that play. Franklin broke it up too. It rolled out of bounds. I'll give all credit to Franklin. I don't think she was expecting to break that one up. Good try there by Maya Franklin. As they're going to adjust the shot clock here, I believe. 15 seconds on it. And the shot clock went early. No, it was a foul of Maya Franklin. Excuse me. That's the team's 5th. They're over the limit now. And that's going to send Townsend to the line to shoot 1-1, I believe. Check that, she's shooting 2. Misses the first. Remains 39-32. Second one on the way, and it's good. 39-33, 6-point game. Anne Arundel is hanging in there against the Cardinals. You know, Catonsville's going to need to make some big adjustments here at the half if they want to pull away from this one. They have been able to. Fogel charges the basket, puts it up and in. Jocelyn Fogel continuing to prove why she's probably the most dangerous player in the paint out there. Another basket. Here's Miles for 3. Fouled by Robinson. They're going to say 2. I think she had 1 foot over the line. And that's going to send Miles to the line. The free throw line, that is.
Catonsville foul number 4, Tania Robinson, her first.
That's the first foul on Robinson. Team's 6th foul. Miles will sink her first, 41-34. Both made there by Miles, 41-35. Robinson thinks about it, puts it up. Deep 2 won't go. Fogel, rebound. No foul called. Franklin fighting for the rebound. It's wrestled away by Wall. Wall finds Guerin. Guerin puts it up and in. Nice play there by Bianca Guerin. 41-37. Anne Arundel right back in this one. Minute and a half to go until the half. Nice pick and roll there. KC finds Robinson. Robinson puts it up and in. Tania Robinson just slipping through those defenders. As we got about 1 minute to go till the half, folks. 1 minute to go. Wall puts it up and in. 43-39. Riverhawks will not go away. Cardinals need a big run here or a big play to get some momentum back. KC, Fogel. Fogel inside to Stubbs. Stubbs was trying to get to Franklin. It's stripped away. And here's Guerin, wide open. Puts it up and in. 2-point game. And Arundel is putting on a shocker here. Cardinals need a response. Fogel, no look pass to KC. That was nifty. Back to Fogel. Fogel puts up the jumper, won't go. Wall with the rebound. Shot clock turned off, 24 seconds to go. KC with the steal, can't complete the score. She keeps it alive though. Puts up the shot, won't go. Grabs the steal again, another chance for the Cardinals now with 10 seconds to go. Inside pass to Stubbs, Miles. Ooh, she gets tossed to the ground there. Off the contact with Stubbs. Meanwhile, KC kind of hunched over, catching her breath. 43-41 the score, and now a chance for Miles to tie this baby up before the half with 7 seconds to go. It was a frantic sequence there. KC trying desperately to score off of that steal. I think it took the wind out of her. Miles for 2. Got her first 1-point game. Oh boy. Cindy Velasquez has checked into the game, by the way, to replace Stubbs. Miles. Tie game. 43 all. 4 seconds to go. Cardinals one last chance before the half. Robinson puts it up and in! Oh, she beat the buzzer! Oh my goodness! From downtown, Tania Robinson. That's how you change the momentum at the half. 46-43. Wow, Tania Robinson lays it up in there. We're going to the half, folks. It's closer than we thought. A 3-point game, 46-43. We're going to go ahead and take our halftime break. We'll be back just before the start of the third quarter with your halftime statistics as the Cardinals lead 46-43 over the Riverhawks. We'll be back.
Oh, you gotta do the mic?
So, here we go.
I'll go with you.
I might need help. Are you going under? Yeah, I'm going under.
as staff, we can't do that. Come on, man. It's for the fans. I gotta run to my car, get my pay sheet.
Congratulations to our winner for winning his very own Cardinals t-shirt. The answer to today's trivia question, which was last year against the Arundel, the Cardinals held the Riverhawks to a historic low number of points in the first quarter. The answer was 2 points. The lowest point the Cardinals have ever allowed in any quarter ever. Remember, folks, Cardinals trivia is played at halftime of every men's and women's basketball game. If you want to win your very own Cardinals swag, just follow us on Instagram at CCBC Card Sports. Be sure to tune in at halftime for the trivia question.
guy from
Dick Vantel?
Jim. I'm sure Jim Palmer doesn't have to do this. Forgot you guys don't watch this network. Just you wait, Yankees are coming back.
He said, just you Yankees are coming back.
They have 46, 142.
No, it's 46-40.
Ignore that.
It's 46-42. That's the score.
46, 43.
43. They're down.
They were up by
That
3.
was the buzzer beater.
Right.
So they're up 3.
Yeah, we're up 3.
All right.
Or, yeah.
Check live stats. See what it says in live stats.
Where do I go for that?
Cardinals up 3.
Somebody missed something. It's okay. We'll deal with it later.
I've been following the scoreboard.
Well, we're gonna just.
Unless I missed something.
Oh no, I don't think you did anything. And we're back at a slowly filling up Jack Manley Wellness and Athletics Center. CCBC Catonsville women's basketball taking on Arundel County. It's been a game so far, folks. Riverhawks have been hanging in there against the Cardinals. It's 46-43, although we're having some scoreboard issues at the moment. Hopefully those get resolved before the game ends. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Cardinals have shot 20 of 39, 51.3%, 4 of 13 from three-point range, 2 of 6 on free throws, 7 turnovers, 16 points off of turnovers, 15 total rebounds with 8 offensive, 7 defensive, 5 assists, 1 block, 11 steals, and 11 fouls so far. And that foul trouble has gotten the Cardinals into this situation. Meanwhile, Anne Arundel, 13 of 24 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 12 of 15 from the line. They were shooting 80% from free throw range, 14 turnovers, 8 points off of turnovers, 22 total rebounds. They are out-rebounding the Cardinals to death out there. 7 offensive, 15 defensive, 2 assists, 1 block, 6 steals, and just 4 fouls. Cardinals have got to make some big adjustments here going up against this opponent. Individually leading the way for the Riverhawks, Bianca Guerin. Sophomore's got 16 points, including 3 threes, 5 of 8 shooting. Second leading scorer is Serene Miles with 15 points. She's also gone an impressive 8 of 9 from the line. Leading rebounder has been Holly Wall with 4. Leading assister has been Layla Townsend with 2. And no players are in any foul trouble at the moment. Meanwhile, for Catonsville, Tania Robinson leads the way with 13 points, 5 of 16 shooting, 2 of 9 from three-point range. Leading rebounder for the Cardinals is Robinson with 4. She's tied with Kayla Cabachstock with 4. Leading assister has been KC with 2. And in terms of foul trouble, Red 5, Serafina Stubbs with 4 fouls already in the first. One more and she's out. The Cardinals don't really have the manpower to afford players fouling out. That's one of the big issues with a team that only has 8 total players on it. Foul trouble is something you really don't want to get into. So with about a minute to go until the start of the second half, this third quarter, as always, I want to give a big shout out to all of our part-timers, interns, student athletes helping us out, and full-timers who are taking time out of their days on a cold Friday night to come down here to the Jack and help us out. And a big shout out And a big shout out to everyone who participated in Cardinals trivia. In the off season. Now there appears to be discrepancy right now. The official scoreboard is saying 46-42 is the score. We have 46-43. I think we're going to go off the official. I think we're going to go off what's officially being said, 46-42. So that's going to be our score. I was hoping it was going to be 46-43 because that would make that buzzer beater at the half all the more impressive. But anyway, let's get started with this third quarter. Third quarter, 46-42, and Arundel hanging in there against Catonsville. It's been a fun game so far. We're looking for more fun as we continue. Okay.
Didn't mean to cut you off there, sorry.
Nah, you're good, man. Officials are having a discussion at midcourt, and I think it's because of the score discrepancy. From what I heard from the table, according to the table, there was a free throw that was marked as good when it was in fact missed. And they've taken that off. I don't know, though. That's where the issue goes, because we're not working off the table. We're working off of our own spotter up here. We had 46-43. But we're going off the official book. That's who we default to in these situations. We've defaulted to the official book. It says 46-42. Hopefully that doesn't impact the outcome of this game. In the meantime, we're back underway. Here we go. Townsend, traveling violation called right off the bat. On the floor for the Riverhawks, Miles, Townsend, Wall, Gorham, and Guerin. On the floor for the Cardinals, KC, Towns, Robinson, Fogel, and Franklin. Fogel forcing herself up in there for a shot, won't go. Rebound taken by Gorham. Cards going with an all-sophomore lineup here. They got their two available freshmen on the bench. Nia McCray not here tonight for tonight's game. As a kickball called there. Deja Towns got a knee up in there. Well, fun fact about a player is Deja Towns, pretty big anime fan out there. Shout out to all anime fans, I guess. Here's Guerin for three. Got it. Bianca Guerin has been on fire tonight. That is her fourth three-pointer of the evening, and it makes it a one-point game, 46-45. Once again, got to say just how... We'll hold off that thought as KC has that ball ripped away from her by Towns. and Arundel playing with a fire here. They get it to Gorham. Gorham finds Guerin. Guerin dicey through traffic. Has that stolen away by Fogel. I think Franklin got a piece of it. Flips it back to Towns. As I was saying, wonderful crowd out here tonight. Hopefully most of them will stick around for the men's game coming up as we've got a scoreboard issue. The scoreboard turned off all of a sudden. And Arundel's coach taking this opportunity, I think, to chew out one of his players. I think they're trying to get Maya Franklin covered. Franklin for three in the corner. She sails it in there. How about that by Maya Franklin? I think that's what the Anne Arundel coach was trying to get his players aware of. Nice block by KC, sends it out of bounds. Kind of like a volleyball move going up there for the block. 49-45, Cardinals lead. The scoreboard flickered on and off there for a second. That's why we had that stoppage in play. Inbounds pass goes to Wall, finds Miles. Miles looking back to Wall. Now Wall goes out to Townsend. Townsend pushing up and in. Blocked by Fogel, rebound Robinson. Nice play by Jocelyn Fogel. Robinson going coast to coast, up and in. 51-45. Huge breakaway basket there by Tania Robinson to get Catonsville right back in the thick of it. And another steal by Robinson, just swipes it away from Wall. Can she complete? Yes! Robinson, 53-45. Cardinals finally going on a run that we've gotten so accustomed to. Robinson almost got another steal there as Guerin is called for a traveling violation. Thought it was going to be a foul. It's a traveling violation there against Bianca Guerin. Substitute coming in now for the Riverhawks. 32, Mia Keene entering the game. Towns finds Robinson. Franklin, deep three. Off the rim, rebound Fogel, fighting for it. Fogel throwing some elbows, gets it out to KC. KC finds Robinson. Robinson over to Franklin. Deep three. Off the glass, rebound Fogel again. And again, Fogel's got to fight for it. Puts up a shot. Was deflected by Gorham, and she grabs the rebound. Going the other way now is Gorham. Gorham finds Keene. Keene, inside pass, risky, and that's why. Stolen away by Fogel. Here comes Towns the other direction. Towns trying to go coast to coast, lays it up, won't go. Gorham, KC blocks, steals, turns around, swishes, goes in and out of bounds now, slapped out of bounds by Towns, and possession over to the Riverhawks. Frantic series of plays there by both teams. Towns thought she was the last to touch it. Having a conversation there with the ref. And it's going the other way. Gorham will score there, off the seat of her pants as she gets knocked to the ground. 6 minutes to go, 53-47 in this third quarter. KC puts up a floater, won't go, rebound Gorham. And Arundel starting to get in a rhythm as KC, great defense, Miles trips up, KC get the steal, and she gets heavily fouled there by Gorham. Gorham just stuck a leg out and tripped her over. It's going to be 2 shots here for Kayla Cabotstock as Ayana Gorham is hit. That is her second and the team's first. And that'll send Kayla Cabotstock to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. Cardinals have struggled from the line tonight. Hopefully, we can see an improvement here in the second half. KC will nail both, 55-47. Cardinals on top. Mia Keene pulled from the game. They're going to send, I believe, Guerin back into the contest. Pass to Gorham. Gorham, shot. Short. KC with the rebound. Ooh, has to be careful. Towns is boxed in, and she'll escape. Now Towns, hands off to Franklin. Franklin, contested 3 off the rim. Fogel trying to grab that rebound, fighting for it. It's kicked out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Ann Arundel. That was a close one. Could have gone either way if you ask me. But regardless, it's still a Catonsville 8-point lead, 55-47. A lot closer than we expected, and that is a tip of the cap to Ann Arundel for keeping this game close. It's not over yet, though. We got to be that's the thing. Cardinals got to be careful. They can't get complacent with this lead. They've got to keep pouring it on. Here's Guerin. She's been dangerous tonight. Finds Gorham. Gorham, 5 on the shot clock. Got to make a move. Gorham finally gets one off. Will not beat the shot clock. Guerin will, though, on the second chance. Bianca Guerin having a day out there. I believe she's over 20 points on the day. KC ball stripped, and there's a good reason for that. That's a foul on Guerin. That is her second and the team's second. KC will inbounds it. Finds Robinson for 3. Sinks it to Nia Robinson, 58-49. Cardinals up by 9 as there's a steal there by Towns. She goes the distance and 1 for Deja Towns. And the Cardinals lead it 60-49, and this is the Catonsville defense we've grown accustomed to seeing. They are back. One shot here for Deja Towns. Nails it. 61-49. Cardinals are starting to pour it on. The adjustments they made at the half, it's working out in their favor as their defense is starting to show that opportunistic ability, just grabbing those steals, gobbling them up. As there's another one, KC forces another steal. Tries to get it to Fogel. Right back to KC. Boy, I tell you, Kayla Cabotstock has been having a wonderful game. A little slip, puts up a shot, won't go. Townsend hit the turf, hit the ground there, and I don't think you saw it, but Jocelyn Fogel, who records that steal off of a tip by Franklin, she had to leap over her. No resistance there from Jocelyn Fogel, who pours it in 63-49. And with 3.5 minutes to go in this third quarter, the Cardinals establishing their might right now. Riverhawks starting to get frustrated. Here's Guerin in the corner, pushes up. Risky pass there. Franklin, look at Maya Franklin getting out there, recording the steal. Fogel puts it up. Ooh, that's dangerous. Down goes Robinson with the collision with Miles. Riverhawks with another chance. Wall for three. Off the corner of the rim. Fogel rebound, gets it to Cabbage-Stock. Cardinals got to slow down here. They finally got a big lead. They don't need to be making mistakes like that as KC loses the ball, stripped away by Townsend. You see and now Guerin, nice pass there from Wall, finishes. 63-51, 12-point lead for the Cardinals. Largest lead of the night. KC, Franklin for three. Nails it! Maya Franklin slams a three-pointer, 66-51. Might be the best shooting night we've ever seen from Maya Franklin. As the Cards are getting ready to send Cindy Velasquez in. 2 minutes to go here, just about 2 minutes in this third quarter. Guerin, three, won't go. Rebound Towns. Huge rebound there for Deja Towns. Going coast to coast, puts up the jumper, won't go. Fogel won't go on the second chance. Gorham with the rebound. And a timeout called by Anne Arundel. And they needed it, 66-51. Maya Franklin, by the way, folks, 16 points, 4 threes. And we did check, yes, Bianca Guerin's got 23 points on the night. Minute 48 to go in this third quarter. We're going to take a short break and be right back as we approach crunch time for these two teams. Minute 48 to go here in this third quarter. Cardinals lead 66-51. They have been pouring it on recently. Mia Keane has checked into the game. Steal by KC. We'll find Towns. Towns inside to Velasquez. Velasquez will put it up. Grabs her own rebound. Second chance. She's fouled. Foul was on number 23, Ayana Gorham. That is her fourth, and she's the first Riverhawk to get into some foul trouble. Here's Velasquez to shoot two. Makes the first, 67-51. It's now a discussion going over on the table. Not entirely sure what's going on. I'm waiting to see what's going on here. I think. Not sure what that pause was for, but it's going to be one shot here for Velasquez. Got it. Cindy Velasquez, 68-51. It feels like somebody is climbing on the back of the bleachers, folks. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like somebody's climbing on the back of the bleachers. Gorham, shot blocked by Towns. As now, we got a foul on number 10. Layla Townsend. That's their first, team's fifth. I did not see where the foul was. They're going to sub out Gorham for Miles and give 2 shots here to Robinson. And she makes her first, 69-51. So just a reminder, at the start of this game, at the start of the second half, this game was, as Robinson nails her second, this game was a 3-point game. Since then, the Cardinals have erupted here in the third quarter. They now lead by 19. Amazing how that turns. Guerin, deep three, won't go. Rebound, bit of same team syndrome there as both Velasquez and Towns take it. I think I'll rule that one for Towns. Towns finds Casey. Casey got hit as she tried to put it up. No foul called. Possession will go back to the Riverhawks as we got a minute to go in the third quarter. There's still another entire quarter to go as the Cardinals lead 70-51. KC, another steal. Cabbage Dog has been everywhere tonight. And she'll find Towns. Towns tries to get it into Velasquez, tipped away and taken by Townsend. Townsend trying to go the distance, blocked by Towns. Taken away by Robinson. And the Cardinals, who I think will slow down here, well, maybe not. KC. Franklin for 3. Swish! Maya Franklin, that's her 5th 3 of the night. 73-51 is going to be the score as we head to the fourth quarter. We're going to take a short break, be right back with your third quarter stats as the Cardinals keep pouring it on. Oh my, we'll be right back. About ready to start the fourth quarter here. Nia Robinson leads the way for the Cardinals, scoring with 22. Maya Franklin, by the way, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 10 from three-point range. She has got 19 points. I believe that might be a new career high for her. As we get set for the fourth quarter here, 10 minutes left to decide it. Cardinals up by 22, excuse me. Cardinals, remember, start of the third quarter, the Cardinals led by 3. Start of the fourth quarter, they lead by 22. That defense has erupted. Now the Cardinals, 9 of their 10 wins this season, they've held their opponents to under 60 points. The question is, can they do that here? I think this is the most points an opponent has had against the Cardinals entering the fourth quarter. As here's a 3 from Towns, won't go. Velasquez fighting for the rebound. It's going to go to the Cardinals. They'll say it went off of Miles' mitt. Vogel will inbounds for the Cards. Finds Robinson. Robinson jumper. Nails it. 2 for Robinson there. pushes up to 24 points. Excuse me, 24 points on the night, 75-51. Towns keeps it alive. Nice steal. They get it to Franklin. Franklin trips up. Fogel there to try and recover, and that's going to be a jump ball. As Fogel just yanks Miles back to her feet. I don't think you saw it, folks. I don't think our camera's high res enough, but Sari Miles just had the funniest look on her face. Jocelyn Fogel kind of yanked her back on her feet, and Miles just had the funniest look on her face as if to say, that was a little more aggressive. That was kind of aggressive. It's kind of an aggressive, thank you. Townsend boxed in, trying to find an open knee, and finds Keene. And Arundel looking all out of sorts out here as they trail by 24 points. Miles finds Guerin, 3 on the shot clock. Guerin nails a 3, sinks it. Makes it a 20 and cuts the lead to 21. Deep pass into Velasquez. Velasquez fouled. No foul. They're going to say it is Anne Arundel ball as Velasquez got knocked to the ground. Cardinals got to be careful here. I know they're up big, but the game against Penn State, our last broadcast, that game against Penn State, remember, last quarter of that game, things got a little loopy. As there's a 3 attempt by Guerin, won't go. Fogel with the rebound. Cardinals started making some mistakes late in that one, kind of uncharacteristic. Kind of uncharacteristic of them. As Fogel fights, grabs her own rebound. Nice push and gets it up in there. Physical play from Jocelyn Fogel getting it done. Makes it 77-54. Other way, Miles for 3, won't go. Rebound taken by Robinson. At this point, it's just a shoot around. Robinson for deep 2. Off the corner, Fogel rebound. Fogel up and in. Boy, Jocelyn Fogel has been showing out tonight. Oh, what a block! Towns slapped that one out of Guerin's hand. Anne Arundel will keep possession as Gorham checks into the game to replace Guerin. I believe. No, she's going to replace Mia Keene. My goodness. I heard that whole arena heard that block. Towns has made some gnarly ones tonight. Inbounds pass will go to Townsend. Townsend puts up a jumper. Takes the lap around the rim. Velasquez with the rebound. Wall. Oh, man. Big collision there as Holly Wall tried to keep it alive and crashes into the cart carrying Anne Arundel's cooler. And knocks over their trash can. Not the worst thing to ever happen to that trash can. I remember a game from my first year here where we had a player had to, let's just say they couldn't keep their lunch down, and that trash can was the victim. Velasquez inside, puts it up and in. What can't the Cardinals do wrong? They lead 81-54. They keep up this pace, they might crack 100 points. I'd love to see it happen tonight. I don't think it will, especially now that I've said it. Goes into Gorham, puts it up and is fouled. I think that's going to be against Fogel. Yes, Jocelyn Fogel.
Catonsville foul number 21, Jocelyn Fogel, her 3rd.
That is her 3rd. Looks like they're going to get KC back in. I think they're also going to send Serafina Stubbs in for the first time this second half. As Gorham makes her first, makes it 81-55. Stubbs had 4 fouls in that first half. And Gorham makes both. Subs coming in. Stubbs will check in for Velasquez. KC will check in for Towns. As the Cardinals, it looks like, can't do anything wrong in the second half. Fogel finds KC off the inbounds. Full court press almost worked. KC was stripped of the ball but gets it back and finds Robinson. Robinson lays it up and in. There's still just under 7 minutes to go, by the way. As Gorham puts up a shot, won't go. Stubbs with the rebound. 6.5 minutes left in this quarter. And all eyes now are turned to see how much the Cardinals could score. I think they've got victory pretty much wrapped up at this point, leading 83-56 as a foul called as Robinson charges the basket. In come the subs. Mia Keene is in. Angelina Botempo is in. That foul, by the way, was on number 10, Townsend. Miles and Wall will check out of the game. Boy, Holly Wall, I think, has played the entire game so far. I think this is the first time she's gotten subbed out all contest. 2 shots here for Tania Robinson. Will make the first. And remember, folks, coming up after this, same channel, different live stream, men's basketball taking on Anne Arundel. Big game in Division II as Robinson misses the second. Catonsville currently sitting 4th in Division II standings. Anne Arundel sitting 6th in Division II. Big game there between these two teams who we will love to see face off in the tournament. Catonsville and Anne Arundel tend to play some fun games. Last year's game, of course, that saw Jalen Yates hit 7 threes. That was a fun one. Inbounds pass stolen away. Stubbs got a hand on it. It's Franklin who records the steal. Franklin finds Towns, almost hit Stubbs in the head. Robinson finds Franklin. Franklin out to KC. KC back to Franklin. Franklin deep. Got it! They're going to count that as 2, 87-56. Maya Franklin, I think, has cracked 20 points. Yep, that was a 2. Guerin for 3. Won't go. Fogel with the rebound. I'm going to check the stat sheet if we get a stoppage in play, but I'm pretty sure Fogel might have a double-double. She has just been scooping up rebounds. And scoring at will, too. Here's KC. Flips it to Franklin. Franklin for 3. Short. Fogel with the rebound. Lays it up and in. And KC gets the steal and scores. 90-56. And KC gets another steal. And they'll rule that one a jump ball. I may have spoken too soon. I think we might crack 100 at this rate. We might. The rate that we are scoring tonight, we might crack 100. This has been, and it's crazy to think, this game was close in the first half. It was back and forth. But that buzzer beater by Tania Robinson really got the blood boiling for the Cardinals. Robinson, deep 3, won't go. Stubbs rebound, puts it up, and lays it in. Let's go for triple digits. Let's do it. 92-56. We got 5 minutes to play. We can easily crack triple digits. Let's see if they can do it. Franklin almost gets a steal there. Townsend pushing in. Lays it up, won't go. Grabs her own rebound, lays it up again. And they called a foul. Oh, man, that might be on Serafina. Yeah, Serafina Stubbs, that is her 5th. And she is going to foul out of this one. They'll put Cindy Velasquez in. Good game tonight from Serafina Stubbs, but those 4 fouls in the first half really were. If it wasn't for those 4 fouls in the first half, though. Great game, though. Townsend will miss the first, and Anne Arundel, well, this is definitely a game to forget for them. I'll give them credit. They played really well in the first half. They played very, very well. But Catonsville was able to pull away at the end. Makes the second 92-57. All right, we got 5 minutes to go. Let's go for 100. Let's do it. Robinson pushes it up. Nice block there by Holly Wall. Robinson scrambling. There's a scrum for the ball. Still fighting for it, and it's finally taken away by Townsend. Loses control briefly. Has to avoid Fogel. Nice behind-the-back dribble there. Pushes up. Tries to get it. Oh, and Velasquez was trying to get that steal. Accidentally knocks it out of bounds. Townsend was trying to get it to Botempo, who was wide open under the basket. Velasquez got in there, but couldn't corral the ball. Wall inbounds it to Gorham. And if you're Anne Arundel, I'm thinking we got to kill as much clock as we can. We don't want them to score 100 on us. It would be the most that's been scored all year on Anne Arundel. Gorham. Wild shot. That'll go out of bounds and land into the arms of a lucky spectator. Vogel, up and in. 6 points away from 100. And Casey continuing to full court press there. She has been going crazy with the steals tonight. I'm going to love looking at the stat sheets tomorrow morning during the write-up. Townsend. Botempo. They get it to Gorham inside. Steal by Robinson. We're 6 points away. Franklin for three. Sinks it! We're 3 points away from 100. And the Cardinals lead, count it, by not one, not two, not three, by 40. 40-point lead for Catonsville. Listen, all I'm going to say, and you know what? I'm actually going to hold that thought. I was going to say something about a rival of Catonsville's that's coming up on the schedule, as there's a steal by Franklin. I was going to say something about an upcoming rivalry game the Cardinals have, but I'm going to hold off because I don't want to jinx anything. But let's just say there's an upcoming rival on the schedule as Franklin goes for 100, won't go. Velasquez rebound, got it, 99. We're one away. I'll say this. There's an upcoming rival on the schedule that Catonsville has historically not done very well against in the last couple of years. If I'm them watching this game, I'm saying, okay, bring it on. I'm not going to name names. It is a team that is very familiar to fans of CCBC basketball. Let's just say they're coming up on the schedule. They may want to take a good look at this Cardinals team. Velasquez called for a foul there on Wall. As with 2.5 minutes to go in this game, the Cards are 1 point away from 100. Wouldn't that be special? That was on Velasquez. That is her first. And that's going to send Wall to the line to shoot two, try to stem the bleeding. And the blood will continue to flow as the first one is missed. Wall makes her second, 99-58. Big possession here for the Cards. Can we get just one more point? Franklin for three. Won't go. Botempo rebound. Franklin steals. Franklin keeps it alive. Kicks out to Robinson. Robinson puts it up. Yes, sir! 101. The Cardinals have cracked 100. And they're still playing with the fire there as Robinson tries to get a steal off of Gorham. Gorham puts up a shot. Foul called. Great D there by Tania Robinson. That's her second foul. You ever seen a player? Are you happy they got called for a foul there? That was Robinson right there. With 2 minutes to go, there's still 2 minutes. I know we're not going to do it because it would be in bad taste, I think, to add any more points on. But now that we've got 100, kind of want 101. 110, excuse me. 101-60 as Gorham hits both. Franklin for three. Won't go. Velasquez rebound and one. Cindy Velasquez with a tough basket. I think that foul is on Mia Keene. 103-60. It is a 43-point lead for the Cardinals. Now, I will say this. Unfortunately, a streak has kind of come to an end for the Cardinals, as this is going to be their first win of the season, their first official win of the season, in which they don't hold an opponent to under 60 points. But I think the triple-digit numbers on the offensive column make up for that. So we'll just say, hey, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Townsend pushing up, puts it up, and won't go. Velasquez rebound. 104-60 with a minute and a half to go. KC finds Robinson. And Robinson, nice shot. If you're Arundel, you're probably wondering why don't they. This is the one other thing you have to understand. The Cardinals, with only 8 players on the roster, 7 active players tonight, they don't have any. They don't have any third stringers or walk-ons to put in now in garbage time. So they have to keep their star players out there. So as we got a minute to go, as KC almost recorded another steal there. Botempo shot won't go. Rebound taken by Robinson. Will the Cards add one more bucket, or are we going to play it safe? Robinson says, hey, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to score 108-60. Frustrating night for Arundel. I'll give them their props. They played a brilliant first half, but in the second half, Catonsville just let loose the Lions. And they still are as they're double-teaming Townsend. Townsend fighting, and she's going to be called for a foul there. There's going to be a foul called on her. Foul called against her, excuse me. Once again, folks, men's basketball coming up after this one should be a fun one. Foul was on Velasquez. That is her second. As I think Deja Towns is getting ready to check in. No luck on the first. Gorham with the rebound and scores. 108-64. 30 seconds left, wrapping this one up. As Robinson will hold on to her. There is a 2-second discrepancy on the shot clock. So Anne Arundel will get one last possession here in a losing effort. KC won't go. Knocked out of bounds with 4 seconds to go. Catonsville will have possession here, and they will wrap this one up. So the Cardinals move to 11-3, top of the conference. Anne Arundel moves to 1-9. Robinson thought about getting a shot off. She will. Won't go. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that, but keep it leaning. But at the end of the day, 108-64. Cardinals get the win over Anne Arundel. Huge win for Catonsville. Let's take a look at our final stats. Robinson finishes with 33 points. Franklin finishes with 24 points. Fogel double-double, 20 points, 12 steals. Valiant effort by Anne Arundel there as Bianca Guerin wraps up the day with 26 points. Well, we thank you for joining us today, folks. It's been a fun one. We're going to go ahead and sign off for the night. But don't you worry, there's more basketball action coming right up as the Cardinals men's team takes on Anne Arundel. That's coming up next on the Cardinals Network. Thank you for joining us as the Cardinals win it 108-64. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen.